Here's the list of Miss Nagaland winners 2081 to 2022. Miss Nagaland beauty pageants are organized by Beauty and Aesthetic Society of Nagaland (BASN). BASN registered as a non-profit organization with the government of Nagaland in the year 1991, with its head office in Kohima, Nagaland. BASN has been organizing the annual Miss Nagaland pageant since 1989, providing a platform opening avenues for the contestants, models, and performers. BASN celebrated 24 years of existence in the year 2013. The first Miss Nagaland. Prior to BASN, the first Miss Nagaland is reportedly Toshirenla Ao. It was in 1981. The beauty pageant was organized by government-registered NGO Nagaland Youth Gymnastic Club in 1981. In 1989, Miss Nagaland was Lipopla. In 1990, Miss Nagaland was Anjuna Sahi. In 1991, Miss Nagaland was Lipono. In 1992, Miss Nagaland was Rachel Imchen. In 1993, Miss Nagaland was Imti Sangla. In 1994, Miss Nagaland was Margaret Rongmei. In 1995, Miss Nagaland was Adule Mero. She also won finalist in Miss Northeast in the year 1996. In 1996, Miss Nagaland was Ellen Konyak. In 1997, Miss Nagaland was Vesakulu. In 1998, Miss Nagaland was Okatoli Shohe. In 1999, Miss Nagaland was Caroline Sumi. In the year 2000, Miss Nagaland was Akono Kezie. In 2001, Miss Nagaland was Hotoli Su. In 2002, Miss Nagaland was Bendang Renla. In 2003, Miss Nagaland was Sentila Pongen. She was also the second runners-up in Miss Northeast 2004 and winner of subtitle Miss Beautiful Skin. In 2004, Miss Nagaland was Regina Rongmei. In 2005, Miss Nagaland was Tiaren La. In 2006, Miss Nagaland was Agam Naro. In 2008, Miss Nagaland was Abin Kuki. And the first runner-up was Niyaye Lainak Pom. And the second runner-up was Chumlano Kikon. In 2009, Miss Nagaland was Esther Natso. In 2010, Miss Nagaland was Hatining Hangsing. And the first runner-up was Virieno Zakie Sato. And the second runner-up was Sukoli Kinimi. In 2011, Miss Nagaland was Vetolu Dohuo. And the first runner-up was Imnuk Sungla. And the second runner-up was Wankam Konyak. In 2012, Miss Nagaland was Imli Benla Jamir. And the first runner-up was Dovine Venu. And the second runner-up was Semer Sungla. In 2013, Miss Nagaland was Benjong Menla Jamir. And the first runner-up was Abeni Kuvung Woka. And the second runner-up was Shur Hoseno Yano from Kohima. Brief particulars of Benjong Menla Jamir. From Dimapur, born in 1993, at the time of winning Miss Nagaland 2013, she was 20 years old. In 2014, Miss Nagaland was Venenem Singson, and the first runner-up was Kaheli Chopi, and the second runner-up was Muluvesalu Keho. Brief particulars of Winning name Singson. She was born in 1992. At the time of winning Miss Nagaland 2014, she was 22 years old. She also won another titles too. Miss Mimkut 2004. Subtitle Miss Congeniality. In 2014, she was Miss Dimapur. In 2015, Miss Nagaland was Ning Hoiling Hang Sing, and the first runner-up was Elika Jimomi, and the second runner-up was Younger Jungla Pongen. In 2016, Miss Nagaland was Vilokali Jimomi. In 2017, Miss Nagaland was Marina Kiho, and the first runner-up was Rupfu Hasno, and the second runner-up was Peweu Tunil from Pek. In 2018, Miss Nagaland was Mewetso U Dianu. In 2019, Miss Nagaland was Viku Nuo Sachu. In 2020, Miss Nagaland was none. Miss Nagaland 2020 was not held due to COVID-19 pandemic. In 2021, Miss Nagaland was Kawi Maningsiliu Haroni Kuvong, and the first runner-up was Lika Chopi from Zuneboto district, and the second runner-up was Lovi Awami from Dimapur district. In 2022, Miss Nagaland was Hikali Achumi. Hikali Achumi, she was 23 years old from Zuneboto district, was crowned Miss Nagaland 2022 at a ceremony held on 9th December 2022 at the Capital Cultural Hall, Kohima. And the first runner-up was Kene Ritze. She was 19 years old and from Pek district. And the second runner-up was Gentiren Jamir. She was 21 years old from Makokchung district at the time of the program. Thank you.